in the presence of a king.
I love that intro. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We have a guest. There we go. All right, guys. So we are back. I have not been in this space for a long time. So I got back in here, and like the workaholic I am, I was just like doing all kinds of stuff, making everything else. And I had to get our intro right because we haven't had our intro right in God knows how long. And Vincent wasn't even here to see it. So, joining us on the Blurred Show is Jedi Joe. He is a friend of ours. He's also running the Virginia Nerd Alliance. Um, Everything we kind of do, we all kind of do within the same circles in what we do. And this is a great example of when I say, yes, this is the Blurred Show, but it's just not always about us being black people in fandom. This is basically our show, our point of view. But today's topic was some of the greatest superhero battles that we deemed some of the greatest superhero battles. We can only choose two because of the time constraints, which was extremely hard. But when I say epic, or when I think of these battles, I'm thinking primarily of the first two that I have. But Mark, your your concept of the show. So let's start with you.
All right then. So when I first thought of this, because there are some great recently, there's been some really good superhero movies, and the fight scenes have gotten so epic. When it comes to what we saw back in the 40s, the 50s, 60s, and 70s with Batman and stuff like that, they've improved quite a bit. I don't really want to go with my favorite one yet, but the one that the first one I think I want to mention, I want to talk about Hit Girl and Kick Ass at the end when she is fighting everybody, all of the bad guys. She goes to the leader of the what is it? What do you call it? Uh, the one guy that's in charge of the mafia. She goes to his house because they killed her dad, and Kick Ass is gonna go with her, but it's Hit Girl. She's dressed in a little girl outfit. She walks in, pulls a gun, and then she goes to work. And I thought this was one of the best fight scenes that you could ever see. And it is so long, and when you think about it, this was a 12-year-old little girl that is fighting all of these grown men. And then the one guy, he actually had to go, he was like, I'm going to go get a bazooka because she killed all of the men in the room before he got out there. And I thought that was one of the best scenes. So that was my first scene. Does anybody remember Hit Girl
Oh
going
yeah,
through?
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's cute. Look, I was thinking about that particular franchise, but then there was just, I mean, between Marvel and DC, and I agree with you though. There's something about, and Vonda, I'm sorry, but there's just something
I know what
about
you're
a
gonna say. Go
woman.
ahead.
Look, I'm just, is this about a woman kicking ass in a shirt skirt, or what I mean, just laying waste to men. Um, I guess that's a fetish. I don't know. But Vonda, what is your I guess your runner up to your thing, and then Joe, you're going to be on deck.
Oh my goodness. Runner up. I like and probably the Scarlet Witch when she went into what the Doctor Strange movie and went in and killed the, I guess, X-Men people,
Oh, the Eternals, that council.
yes, that
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
scene, by stretching, Reed Richards, the guy that didn't have no mouth.
Black Bolt. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know too much about his character, you know, cutting, Captain Marvel, I think she was cut in half. I mean, you mentioned, a badass, but yes, but it was just wow for her to go in and just bam, 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 bam. And it wasn't even a long scene.
No.
These are the greats in this time, and she just went in and just choo, 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 and then just leaves, and I'm done. And then when she snapped Professor X, just I was like, yeah, that's the professor.
Okay. What I
So
mean, you two always surprise me with the choices that you make with your thing. And I try not to be mundane with my choices, and but I see
yeah,
I wasn't as rich with my with my casting. But I digress. Jedi Joe, I need your runner up to your mwah moment for the heroes.
Okay. I'm gonna go old school on you guys. So my first introduction to superheroes, of course, would be coming from the Superman, Christopher Reeve, and Superman 2, to be exact, when he's fighting General Zod and, of course, his clonies. But I guess it comes in two parts because, he's fighting in Metropolis and he seems like he's got the upper hand until General Zod realizes that we can either overtake him pretty quickly by the three of us, or just hurt us down on the streets, and then he leaves, and then he goes back to later on to the Fortress of Solitude, and just how he outwitted all three of them, I thought was really good. Now, to this day, and I know that you guys are the biggest DC fans that I know of, I still don't know what particular power that Superman had when General Zod and the two other people were actually shooting this beam. Not necessarily the heat ray, but this actual energy force to him, and he kind of stops it, and then it almost overtakes him, and then his power and strength just gives it right back to him. That's where I would like a little bit of knowledge because I don't know.
Okay, so that's
Look at Mark
bullshit.
Cringe. Look
It's
at
like it makes me angry when I think about that because that is a bullshit scene. It it's crap and nobody should ever watch it again. These when I look at
Mark.
that,
What
that's
about the?
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, these are things that they made just for this movie, and I'm angry when I think about it. I would put this in. I was thinking about it one time. There's super hit. What is it? Superman. Um, what is it? Some of his strengths or feats that he can do that make no sense. Like he can dance. He used to have caller ID. Uh, so he had super hips, which would you know he could rebuild the world of China by just looking at it.
oh, that's that one movie.
Yeah, still crappy movie. Yeah. So no, that power does not exist. It was just crap for this movie, and it's stupid when you think about it. But
That was a good movie, though.
it's a good movie, but that was a crappy scene.
That was Superman 2.
I
That was
I, I
Superman
shouldn't.
2.
I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Now I feel
I,
really
I,
damn
I love it.
stupid.
I love it because
It was
I'm watching
hard
Mark
to keep
just
my
twitch, and
mouth.
it's just like.
It was hard to keep my mouth when you said that. I was like, yeah, that's
However, it was a good
no,
scene.
no, no, no.
All
Because
right,
yes,
so
and then he
I,
disappeared, and
Oh,
he was
Mark,
every.
okay,
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 whatever.
okay.
I'm
oh,
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. It brings up harsh memories when I think about that. But okay, your turn, Calvis. What is your scene?
Oh
I'm gonna
God.
mute myself too, so I don't.
Well, me being the DC fan, of course I know you guys are thinking, he's gonna pick a couple of Batman ones. No, I'm going to go with the man who saved Marvel. Because when he walked into that vampire dance club and tore them up, we were all in the theater like, who is this again? And why aren't we getting more of this? Blade. To be specific, Wesley Snipes Blade. Because there's only one Blade. I don't care how weird he was acting on set when he still kept his Blade uniform on, like some of these actors were all the. No one's coming to see Oswald play any goddamn thing. I didn't care about that little dude in Blade 3. You know what I mean? All these actors and da 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 da. I was here to see Wesley Snipes do what he does, and he did it well. But that movie set the tone. It saves Marvel. It saves the superhero genre. And it was just the music with it. I mean, he draws a circle in the blood and he throws the glaive and he catches it. I mean, Blade. Blade, because like I said, even as a DC fan, you cannot stop or deny the presence that man had. And it was a superhero movie. It was a superhero movie. You can call him anti-hero, you can call him whatever you want to. I don't care. It was a superhero movie. And he was badass. All right.
It's funny too because I was thinking Blade as well because I love that scene, and I was like, it was like it saved Marvel when he did that. That started what was really good fight scenes in a
Mm-hmm.
movie because prior to that, I feel like they dumbed it down,
Oh, yeah.
especially Batman and Robin. Those movies because Batman's '89, they did a pretty good job. It wasn't a lot of fight scenes in it, but they did a better job in that. But then when you got Batman and Robin and stuff like that, that was just it was so campy again.
Well, and that's what I don't understand because they dumb down Batman and Robin because it's too violent and it's too scary. And plus we're making these Happy Meal toys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we've got to revamp this. And now I've got bat nipples on the suit. I'm looking at back cheeks on the screen. I've
yeah,
got Mr. Freeze doing all these puns. And I'm sitting here going, you're killing the franchise. Oh, and then Jim Carrey. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm, as a Batman fan, those two films are hard to swallow because you gave me. I go from 1966, and then you give me Keaton, where I'm sitting in the theater going, wait, um, those are machine guns popping out of the Batmobile. What are you doing? Whoa! Then in the Batwing.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Missiles? What are you doing? Wait, whoa! You're not. I'm like, holy crap! This dude is killing people.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get it. You're marketing the kids, and you don't want him to have that thing. But somebody should have kind of told these other people what they were doing. I mean, it's a far cry from Christopher Reeve, which still to me, when somebody says what type of a comic book accurate Superman, it's Superman 1 and 2, Donner cut, Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
You
Superman.
believe a
Yeah.
man can fly, right?
Yeah. Superman. Yes, but the Clark Kent. I always talk about how bad his Clark Kent was. I hate that.
I've
But his,
never I've never been really partial to the oh my god the dopey
yeah,
Clark Kent.
I don't like that part. But his Superman was spot on.
Oh,
You know,
definitely, definitely.
love
When
that.
he flies out and
Yeah,
smiles at the camera and flies away. I mean,
that was
that to
Superman.
me that was hope.
Yeah,
Okay, and I didn't get that again. I didn't get it with this last movie. I got it with Cavill. I am
no hope.
by far the uh, Superman. Yeah, You know what I mean? If just to see him kind of like bite one and take it, because I really wanted to see Black Adam just. But at the same token, everybody kept saying that this new movie, where he's so much hope, and he didn't. Where? I saw it with Cavill. I didn't see it with this guy. What I saw was a whiny little guy in an overdressed Superman suit. And his Superman to me was really kind of
Okay.
weak. Just weak. Not only did he get his butt kicked throughout the damn movie, even at the end of it. Oh, you didn't line the building quite up right? Oh, I'm sorry. You're Superman. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I felt sad by that. Now I get it. Again, this was not made for me and mine. Obviously, you want a younger demographic. Would I take my grandsons to see that? Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Because at least there's somebody doing something positive on the screen that doesn't, you know, like in The Boys, got a hero jacking off in the middle of the city and, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm just so tired of the anti craziness of heroes now that we have to do. Every bad guy now becomes an anti hero, which is sad. They started with Harley Quinn, and the argument I hear there, oh, she needs to be with somebody who's really going to. She chose that life, people. I don't understand why people keep acting like the Joker drugged her or did something to. She chose that craziness to be with him.
True that.
Uh, and I don't like that. When they made Harley Quinn R-rated, I said it's nothing gonna be about fart jokes, sex jokes, and all the dudes are gonna be just inferior to all women. And then when they made Commissioner Gordon and then Batman, oh God, no.
Yeah, that was a
But you
sad.
know what's funny though? I can't watch that show, but I can watch Kite Man.
I can't watch Kite Man. I can watch that show, but not Kite Man. Can't do
I
it.
can watch Kite Man.
Can't
I
do it.
just and I watch it for Bane because I think Bane they just make him the butt of all the jokes, and I'm just like, you broke the Batman, and you are the silliest thing on TV right now,
True that.
which is crazy. So we're at our number one slot, are we not?
You go first.
Vonda, yeah.
All right. Well, going back to women in skirts, I love the Amazon scene in Zack Snyder's Justice League. When they're in the temple, they're trying to try to keep the mother box from being taken. They just ran in there fighting, being killed, holding up the door so the queen can get out. I thought that it just was a magnificent scene, just seeing all those women fighting. I mean, sadly they all died in the temple because they had to destroy it. But that is a really good scene for me. And considering the movie is 4 hours and like 3 minutes long, I didn't feel like it was too much. I mean, there's other scenes in that movie that I liked, but I'll have to say that's my favorite. All of them, just those strong ass women, you know, kicking ass, dying, but kicking ass. It was just a great scene.
All right.
And Wonder Woman wasn't even in it.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
I know. I thought you were going to choose Wonder Woman for sure.
I'm gonna go last because I want to see what everybody else chooses before I
Oh.
get mine. So yeah, I want to go last.
All right. Well, I'll let you be special then, sir. Jedi Joe, you're up, sir.
Okay. So I kind of previewed a little bit with Marky Mark earlier yesterday. So I actually thought about it, and I'm going to change it just a little bit. But the what was it? Oh, come on, Alan. It's been a while, guys. The scene, a Marvel movie, I believe it is Infinity War, where Scarlet Witch and what's his name was kind of on sabbatical. They kind of went off and everything. If you know if you, I can't remember his name. It's on the tip of my
Vision.
tongue.
Vision.
Vision. That's
Vision.
okay. And then all of a sudden they get kind of ambushed and everything, and Scarlet Witch is doing everything that she can. Um, Vision is also trying to, fight back. Plus, he's wounded. He's trying to protect her, and then all of a sudden, you got this roaring train comes by, and there's Captain America, Falcon, and then of course Black Widow, and just some of the dialogue that they had, and that look in Captain America's. I could actually watch that scene probably over and over. I mean, it was just like, hey, did you forget about me? You think you're going to come into my house and do this? I don't think so. And unfortunately, fortunately, our bad guys kind of went back with their heads in between their tails. But again, that's one of my favorites right there.
Not a bad favorite.
Yeah, that's a good
Not a
thing.
bad favorite. Look, I tell
I was
you,
on
I
my list too.
struggle. Yeah, right. I struggle because see the the two the two that I have. One was a Wonder Woman scene, but you you all know who I am. I'm going to drop you off on the second floor, and Ben Affleck goes to work as Batman. He comes in there just late. I mean, just. But I say this grudgingly because uh, there was something about uh, Wonder Woman when she saves his ass, you know, and she, wham, and that violin, electric violin thing is playing that theme music, and you see her, and you know, I've killed things from other worlds before, and I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? So but it's just she would have beat him out, but it's just that I am a huge Batman fan, so I'm giving it to Ben, but yeah, it was close because I'm telling you, Wonder Woman in that scene. Again, when she gets hit by Doomsday for the first time and she gets rocked back, she tosses her hair back and she's like, oh,
And
damn,
smile. Yeah,
she
she
was ready to
smiled
go to
at it.
work.
Yeah.
So it was just so that was just so entertaining, so energized. Unfortunately, I can't really um say that. I mean, because the other women did have nice in the Marvel universe. They did have some. I mean, uh, the Black Widow movie with her and her sister. That was another. They all the turning around with the guns and the kicks and all that other stuff. These women did a fantastic job. You know what I mean? And maybe because they're smaller and more agile, they can do more aerial and flipping around thing better than men can do. As a man, of course, I want to see all that flipping and doing all that other stuff and bang bang kiss kiss type stuff. So, um, but that those type of roles, those type of action roles, Mark mentioned a couple episodes back, the ballerina.
Yes.
I love that movie, and I'm sitting there, and all I kept thinking was, when John Wick get here, if John Wick does not whip that ass, I'm gonna be upset. And I was like, okay, all
Yeah.
right, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He
But
didn't play with her at all.
no, he didn't. But she held her own, and you can give that. You know what I'm saying? So now I would not mind seeing something of hers without Mr. Wick in it because she ran the gauntlet. She paid the homage. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that with you can't get that with other characters because nowadays they just Well, this is so and so, and they're better than you. Why? Oh, because we just told you she was.
Yeah.
I need proof. Give me some. Give me something to make me cheer for these characters. Um, Wonder Woman, yes. The Amazon scene, mwah. And Amber Turd. I'm sorry. Just watching her jump out of the plane, throwing the little water and doing stuff. I thought Mira's character, but you know what
Oh
I
yeah,
would really like to see? Mira versus Wonder Woman, because we got to see
or
that. You know what I
frustration,
mean?
right? Yeah. But actually, you're right about that because the Aquaman scene where Mira, they're on land and she opens up all the bottles of wine, which was a fantastic scene. I didn't even think about that one when I was looking at them earlier.
They can give us so much
Yeah.
if they just really kind of think about, and it's not really being, I don't want to say comic book accurate anymore because my stuff ends with the race for the cow for Batman. I picked up the new, actually me and Mark have the new run of Batman. So on the anniversary date, we will be going through all the books and kind of give you guys that on the portal conversation. No, on capes and cases. I'm sorry, on capes and cases.
Yeah.
We're going to go through all of those. But you don't have to give me a comic book accurate because I hear this so much when young people come into the store and they go, "This new Doomsday, Scott Summers, blue and yellow suit. It's comic book accurate. This is," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "That's what you're concerned about?
Yeah.
His uniform?" I'm more concerned with the lazy writing of this multiverse and how they're going to make this one universe. You brought back dead people to put butts back in seats. So you better make it make sense.
Oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because this is Marvel's kind of like, you guys really need to do something. Not everybody can pull off a $1 billion Ryan Reynolds movie.
Hmm. To think
Spider
about
Man
it though,
might, though.
I was
Did
gonna
you know that
say,
Spider Man is sold out?
yeah, I was gonna say the Joker made $1 billion, the first one, so it could happen. It just it's weird what makes money.
I think with the Joker, though, when you have a budget of 17 million and then you do something that shocks and awes people, we've seen everything. They were replaying the last Spider-Man movie, and I'm sitting there watching it, and he does all this tech stuff. I'm like, all right, Tony Stark Jr., stop. This is not Spider-Man to me.
No,
I hate that. That's
I have an
not
issue with that.
Spider-Man to me. You don't give me nanites on a spider suit. Yes, I know about the Iron Spider in Secret Wars, and he turns on Tony finally, sees Cap's vision and all this other stuff. But what happened to just putting on the mask and suiting up? Go get him, Tiger. What happened to that? I just
It's all
I
gone.
think we've
Kids
kind of
find it
lost the
boring.
nuance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah,
gone.
kids find that boring. The kids want to see the flashy and the tech. So since they're making movies for the younger generation, they
Yep.
have to do that. I mean, not that I'm saying that it's good or not, but I can see where they're going.
That's still
Well,
not
I mean, if
Spider-Man.
it's done right, I think if it's done right, I can relate to it. And again, not all these movies are meant for us anymore. I get that. I truly do. And more power to you for that. All I'm saying is don't come into my shop and then start trying to tell me how movies were and how, and I'm looking at you like, boy, you have no idea what you've walked into.
That is so funny.
No.
That is funny.
But we saved the best for last, right?
Yeah, okay, so the reason I did that is because you chose the warehouse scene, which I was going to say, because that is one of the best live action Batman scenes ever. When, just like you said, he's dropped off on the second floor, he comes through the floor, and after he gets stabbed, he still throws a man through a wall. So, excellent scene. But I'm going to go back to Wonder Woman, still Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut, when she goes to the bank. Um, the original cut for that was horrible, but when you see Zack Snyder's vision, what I'm looking at is when the guy has a machine gun and he's shooting her, and she's just using one hand. one hand to block all the shots while she's looking at the clock on
The bomb.
the bomb while it's counting down before she starts throwing people through walls. And she, as Wonder Woman, because everybody talks about Batman doesn't kill, Wonder Woman will kill you. You know, so don't play around. If you are doing anything wrong, she is going to kill you and have no remorse over it. So I absolutely love that scene when she killed everybody in that room, and then the one guy, she blew him completely out of the building before walking out. So that to me
No,
was one of
bad
the
scene.
best
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah. I mean, what you tell the reason? There's a reason why my rogues gallery isn't as long as you or Bruce's, and I was like, oh
Oh
damn,
yeah,
okay.
he's right. I mean, she don't play
Uh,
around with that.
no, no, no. Batman's often said hand to hand combat.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman is the most dangerous member of the Justice League. You know what I mean?
that's his contingency plan for Superman is Wonder Woman. Because she will not hold back. Yes, he's going to have kryptonite, blah blah blah, but she's going to do hand to hand combat, and more than likely she is going to defeat Superman. Because she's fought people of his caliber and has no remorse doing something like that. So I absolutely love that scene. That is probably one of my favorite scenes. Of course, from probably my favorite movie when it comes to a superhero movie. That I'm sad it's gone. I wish
Yeah.
we still had that, but that to me was probably one of the best.
No, it definitely was. 1984 can stay on the shelf.
1980
Um,
what?
I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, 1980 what?
I just, but that scene though, because like you said, she was like ding, ding, ting, 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 and it just kept going with the yeah. It was that. See, that's again, I don't understand the. I would love for us to get these heroines where they can get in there and do that damage. Let everybody know I'm not just here in this tight little outfit to parade around. I'm here to hurt you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think um, again, Scarlet Witch is another one that's like you said. She's we haven't had really even with Storm and the previous X Men's. I felt like they kind of underutilized her
Yeah.
when she
Yeah.
should have been just. I mean, lightning bolts coming from the just raining down on people. You know what I mean? So
I think the best
um,
she ever did was the first X-Men movie when Toad knocked her down
Oh
the
yeah.
elevator, and then she came up and she was angry. She was
yeah,
like, "You know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?"
yeah, that was a good scene. That was a real good scene.
But
You
I
know
mean,
what I
yeah,
mean?
they
Same thing that happens to
misrepresented.
everybody else.
Yeah.
Wham! I was like, damn, okay. Yeah, I mean, we really don't get that level of commitment now. I think we just got too much of trying to please all this, you know, outside stuff. Not enough just digging into the lore and giving you something. And I get it, you want to turn this over to the kids, that's fine. But then you're gonna have to make me an R-rated cut. If you want my dollars, you're gonna have to make me an R-rated cut. I can't do that anymore. I got some friends now that hey, we're gonna go see Spider Man. I was like, you don't want to see Spider Man? No, it's not my Spider Man. So no, not really. And I don't like the new Mary Jane. I've never liked her. I didn't like her in Dune. I didn't like her in Spider Man.
Yeah, I didn't like
I just when I see Mary Jane, I see the redhead from the comic books.
Yeah.
When you start, and I get it, you trying to make, again, we're trying to make this stuff all inclusive, but then when you start swapping out characters, you start making the Batgirl a soft Latina, and now she's what, either a stepdaughter to Gordon, or maybe the mom was Latina or something like that, and then because you're trying to pull this crowd, you don't have to do that. If you tell the story and you make her a badass, people will go. We don't care what color you are. We're gonna go see it.
Yeah.
You know, don't kill. Don't. trounce on what came before you and be your own character and make your mark, we will support you.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
was
you got
gonna
to
say
do.
with the Spider-Man, especially the Amazing Spider-Man, when they said that his father was still alive, the Garfield movies, and I'm like, what the hell is this all about? I was not happy about that. That he stole the web from what is it, Oscorp? He
Cool.
couldn't he couldn't even make his own web. So there's certain things I'm like, sometimes they make a mistake. I'm hoping they're going to course correct at some point, but we'll have to see what's coming up.
Well, you also got everything where now he's getting the Toby thing where it's going to be
Yeah,
organic.
yeah, because
Which again, I like that. I thought that was when that was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So now we've eliminated the no web shooters.
yeah,
What I mean? We've eliminated that, but Toby went through some growth. Now that last movie, what I mean? The first two I can stomach really well. That last one is kind of like the season 3 of Mandalorian.
yeah, that was horrible.
Okay, well, you can end it right here and I'll be fine. Just end it right here and I'll be fine. I did like the little reunion of the Spider-Mans where they could all sit there like in the memes and do like that to each other. Um, but and I'm fine with them going on to the younger audiences, and that's where you want to go with it, and that's cool. I understand it's not for me, and that's cool. You know what I mean? Maybe they will buy up all the merch and stuff like that like we did for all the stuff that it
No,
carries on. Yeah, I know. Look. I'm in a toy store, so I see them. They come in with their phones, they look around, and they walk right back out. I'll be in the car, and their mothers, and we're getting an influx of ladies now. That I mean, dude, they put me to shame when it comes to Transformers and Marvel stuff. They can tell me stuff about characters that I had no clue about. You know, and there was one honorable mention that I would like to say, which was Lady Thor.
oh, okay. Well, I have an honorable mention as well. Then,
Okay.
actually, Vaughn and I both chose the same. I think I like the complete scene where Cat picks up Milner and fights with it at the end of End Games, where they fight all of them. So you have Cap with the hammer, and he's actually throwing lightning at Thanos. So I think that is one of the best scenes.
Oh, you have to give that one. Everybody was
Yeah,
cheering so loud in the theater. I thought I was going to be like, "Oh God, all right, guys, all right, it's good,
yeah.
all right."
So that's
But
a
no,
great
that
scene.
was that was definitely like you said when he well, uh, we all knew he could pick up the hammer when he moved it, and Thor's like, "Wait a minute,
Oh
what the
yeah,
hell are you
Yeah.
doing?" Because if anybody is going to be worthy, it's Superman and Captain America.
and Spider Man.
Yeah, yeah, but I just, what I mean. I think you know what though. I did like the scene where he got to save the girl because of Gwen Stacy, Garfield.
Yes. Oh, where he.
That was a touching scene. I
That
got to
was
give them
great.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when she meets her thing,
Yeah.
the big sleep, I felt really bad, and I love it when a movie can make me feel really bad about something or really great about something, and then I'm kind of carry that weight with me, like, oh man, that guy ain't gonna never be the same. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's great. You
Yeah.
know, like you said with Cap, but Cap holding that shield, I mean, getting the hammer, standing up, and that army tightening the shield, digging into his flesh,
Yeah.
and he's just like, this is how I'm gonna go. This is how I'm gonna go. On your left, Cap, on your left, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Oh
okay, man.
yeah.
That was, so you
It's a
have so
touching
many
scene.
epic
Yeah.
scenes, so many. Joe, you got an honorable mention?
Well, actually, I do have something superhero related. I just kind of wanted to find out y'all's thoughts on it. As y'all know, I'm kind of a big Green Lantern fan, and y'all helped introduce to me John Stewart to the Green Lantern universe. So I think in another week or two, I think Lantern's supposed to come on. And I know they've had a couple of trailers and everything. I'd like to know y'all's thoughts on that because the actor that looked like he's playing the new Green Lantern, he looks pretty good. I just wanted to know what y'all's thoughts was on that.
I'm somewhat excited. It's something completely different other than the big three. So I think it should be pretty good. I haven't tried. I try to stay away from that trailer just so I can be surprised. So I just know, what just the pictures, but not anything going on with the story. So yeah, that's the only thing I can say.
Yeah. I
Vonda?
agree. I try not to watch the. I'm not really big on seeing a lot of trailers. If I go to a movie, which we do regularly anyway, and I see the trailer in the movie theater, okay, I saw the trailer. I don't want to go home, go on YouTube, and watch trailers over and over again because I know I've gone to movies and the trailer is the only good thing about the movie, and then I feel like I've kind of wasted my time. So at the movies, I would see the trailers. But you can ask Mark Zoe, I will not watch a trailer at home. Oh, third trailer for, this movie came out. I don't want to see it. I want to go to the movies. You know, I mean, it's bad enough, podcasts and, at the movies that Mark and I do. You get an opinion if you watch too much of a trailer you know. So I want to go with my own opinion, and there I am. So, like Mark, I've only seen the pictures. I haven't really read up on it because I want to be excited for the show.
No, I agree with you guys. I don't try to. I mean, The Mandalorian I did because I'm a Mandalorian fan. If it was going to be bad, I was like, well, that's another one I have to take on the chin. Um, but like with Green Lanterns, the only thing I didn't like was when I heard the writers talk about it. And the guys like, well, we thought Green Lanterns was just too silly, so we just dropped it and called it Lanterns. And I went, we will put the judgment away.
Yeah.
I will make up my own mind because he's obviously an idiot, and I don't want his opinion tainting me seeing this because I saw the guy in the movie with Don Johnson where he's this ex-marine who knows this. I don't think it's a Chinese restaurant guy that gives him money when he's doing certain things because him and his brother were going to go buy something, open their own restaurant or something like that. Don Johnson is the crooked cop. They wind up killing his brother in jail. He has these contingency plans. The guy looks good on film, and I mean, but this is supposed to be a cop type show,
Yeah.
so I am very interested in that aspect of it. Maybe we'll get some real detective work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll explain why we have so many Green Lanterns in this one sector of space,
Three, right?
right?
Quite a
And
few.
hopefully we can see Kilowog because he's my favorite Green Lantern. I love when he calls everybody poser. And he's just,
Poozer, not
you
poser.
know,
They're
and
poozers.
it's just a big, just a big, you know, dopey guy running around. So I'm excited, fearful, but at the same time, I know I have to watch it to make my own opinion of it. Um, but again, if your trailer is bad, I am not giving your movie the benefit of the doubt. So like Vonda and Mark, I stopped watching trailers now. Like you said, I mean, when you're in a movie theater, you can't help but see it, you know. And
Yeah.
then, but other than that, if something comes on, I turn it, I scroll past it or whatever else because I'm hopeful. I am I don't like the way the DCU is going right now. I'm just putting that out there. I don't have much faith in certain things. TV though, I liked Creature Commandos. I liked the first season of Peacemaker. So, in my opinion, James Gunn is what 2 for 3. We haven't seen this third one yet. You know, and on one of those shows, he's kind of like at half and half. He one failed. Season 2 of Peacemaker is horrible. Season 1 is great.
It's horrible.
Creature Commandos is great. Again, if you can make me feel for a character that I could not stand in Suicide Squad, Weasel, and now I'm a big Weasel fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to give him something, you know. I didn't think he was going to go the route that he did, which was refreshing to see that in a cartoon. I mean, it's really violent. This is not something you want your kids watching. Which again, you made it rated R. I'm there. You got me. Season 2 of that's
Yeah.
going to come out soon. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a home run. Hopefully, Lanterns is a home run. I am not in any way waving the banner talking about bring back the Snyderverse. Although, yes, would I want to see it? Of course I would. But at the demise of another DCU, as a fan, no. You gave me something. Stop cutting it off. You know what I mean? You're screwing me. Stop it. Make it. You.
I have to say,
Go ahead.
now when you say that, like, I have to say, I feel Supergirl was better than Superman, the movie, and it didn't get as much. For some reason, nobody went and saw that, but that was a much. It had way more action in that movie than Superman had in it, and it wasn't the ha ha he he thing. It was, because Supergirl is an entirely different character where she knows what has happened prior to, because Superman was a baby. She grew up with this and then had to come here and live through everybody she knows is dead from her homeworld. So yeah, she was drinking. That's what she was trying to do to cope with it. And they even mention it in the movie. Hey, how long did it take you to get over it? I've still not gotten over it. So that's why you see her. She really grows as a character. And if you watch this movie, I think you're going to feel for her. And she still does things Superman would never do, but it's the way she does it. And I think it's great.
The only thing is, they presented her like trash.
Yeah.
And that's why nobody wants to go see this movie. I don't agree with them making her look like Chaka from Land of the Lost. I think that was a little bit much. No female needs to be degraded like that. You know what I mean? I mean that's just. I mean it's a comic book character. Let me rephrase my words and keep it kind of PG. It's a comic book character. It's a female character, and the more that we start bashing female characters like that, the worse I think we have become. If you can't bash it on her merit, I didn't particularly watch like her coming in. I didn't like Crypto beating up on Superman. I always thought Crypto was Superman's dog. Now it's Supergirl's dog. She comes in like this party girl. She can get drunk over here. When she comes back to Earth, she can't get drunk, but she's still drunk. I was done. You presented her like trash to me, so I'm no longer interested. And then, Mark, I hear you talking about the growth, but it's still 3 days to save her fucking dog. I don't care. The dog pisses on Superman's picture. I don't care. You've lost me with this character. Had you presented her a little bit better, I didn't say she had to be respectful. She could have been like most girls with their fathers and stuff. They look at them, they're like, yeah, dad, whatever. You know what I mean? They roll their eyes, they walk away. You could have gave me that, but this drunk college girl thing. And if James Gunn doesn't stop putting 1988 headphones on every goddamn body, seriously, dude, come on, come on. See, this is the stuff I can't go with. Don't do that to me. Don't. I mean, everybody's got butt ears and iPod this and all that and Apple, she gonna break back to the tape deck. Come on, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Obviously, because 30 days later she's going to streaming.
True. True.
That's the sad part. You know, I don't understand. Well, I get it. I guess now it's just too expensive to keep movies in the theaters if they're not doing well, but we don't get full runs anymore. If you're not showing up with numbers within 30 days, you go to streaming, now your movie's a flop. If you make it past, what, 2 months, you did okay.
That's even if they get 30 days.
But that, sometimes, I mean, all of us, we have, like, we have jobs and we have responsibilities. We can't get away, and you finally get that chance to get away to see a movie. I'm sorry that I can't break away from my life to go catch this movie and this limited run when movies used to last damn near 4 months at the theater.
Mhm. Yep.
I mean, give us a shot to watch something other than the regurgitated stuff of what we had before that you keep piling out. I hear Scary Movie did well,
Yeah, we didn't see scary movies.
and then I heard that everybody was complaining that it was like, them kind of bashing what came before it. But superhero wise, the only thing that I'm really excited for, and I hate to say it, is the Batman Part 2. I'm not excited for Clayface at all. I just don't think that that's going to do anything for me. I
That's
don't think
supposed
it
to
will be
be.
like Joker.
I was gonna say it's supposed to be a rated R horror movie, the Clayface one. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'll have to see what that's about. It comes out around November, I think, or something like that.
But we also have the Cape Crusader season 2.
But that's a good show. I enjoyed that show.
They have they ginger swapped one more character. I think it's Mad Hatter is now female. But I mean, this Batman is like the 1940s Batman, so I really
Yeah,
don't care. I
it's
really
kind
don't
of
care.
weird because who is it? Somebody's female, right? The Penguin.
I think it's Mad Hatter. Penguin's female.
Penguin's female. Yeah.
But my thing is, if they're looking at it from a point of view of we need to get more women in here, why are you making them villains? You kind of, you know what I'm saying? Not every woman is a villain.
True.
You know what I mean? So stick to the lunatic men because as a man, I can understand that because I'm one day away from having a bad day and becoming a supervillain myself. So I get that. But you know, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Um, this was a great show. I thought this was a good segment on the fights. Although,
We switch to cartoons. I know you can pick up some more. And I know Jedi Joe and Vonda wanted to bring up just fight scenes, not superhero, because they both were looking at John Wick. So,
Yeah.
well, come on, man. John Wick, come on, man.
yeah,
I mean, John Wick, Kill Bill.
Yeah.
300.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh
300.
wow. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, well, okay. Well, I say we just do action fight scenes. Next week.
Actually, you
I
want to
mean,
bring
until we
in martial arts movies as well, because we do that.
no, you got to do the fight scenes, then do
Okay,
the martial arts one all by themselves.
okay, we can go. So next time we'll do action fight scenes from movies. What is
Keep your
your
martial arts ones out. So no Kill Bill.
Damn.
That's going with that, but Kill. That's got to go with the martial arts ones,
Yeah.
cause
Yeah.
Well, then, I mean,
that
I don't
is
see that making a list. Let's
You
talk
don't
about
see Kill
no,
Bill
heck
making a
no,
list in the rest of the.
what,
no. When
Oh
you
my
look at
God!
Jet Li,
dude? When she
when you look
fights,
at Bruce
Not
Lee,
every
Raishi
movie
Rin.
is the lead.
no, 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 no. There is so it's has anybody seen Raid movie that came out like 5 years ago? The
Raid.
Raid, yes. This is a It is a not even a hotel. It's an apartment building that the police go to try to raid to find, to stop the drugs. And every single person in that apartment building is hooked on drugs, and they are part of the issue. So the cops are killed by the people in the building, and then there was one cop, and he has to fight his way to the top floor. And there's not Kill Bill is a good movie, but this does not compare to
Bro, the only thing is, everybody's seen Kill Bill. No one's but you have seen your movie.
that.
Thank you.
Okay, I mean, I'll show you Ray if you want to see
Oh
a
no,
good.
I look, I don't doubt that you're right. It's the only thing is, we've all seen Kill Bill, and
Okay,
you're bringing up this movie, and we're all like, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, I agree.
you
I'm
Go
say,
ahead.
bad. I'm
huh?
bad. I haven't seen Kill Bill Volume One and
Oh my
Two,
God, kill.
or Raid. So I'm sorry.
Oh my God! Look, we got to break out Mark. We got to break out the five deadly venoms.
I know.
No.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was going to say
What
Kiss
was
of
it?
the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon. Have you seen Enter the Dragon?
Yeah. Or have you seen Kiss of the Dragon with Jet Li when he's in France?
Ooh.
Especially when he
Yes.
goes, I was going to say when he's fighting the police officers in the room. I know what floor you're on. I'm coming up.
What was that? Was that Jackie Chan? The Bronx movie. Was it
Oh, yeah.
Rumble,
Rumble in the
Rumble in
Bronx.
the
Rumble in the
Bronx.
Bronx?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, see that see look that one might have to be like a two-parter because it
There's so many
too
martial
Yeah.
many
arts.
good ones, too many good ones.
Oh yeah.
I mean the star power, the fight choreography is just like Jet Li. Then there's Donnie Yen.
Yeah. And I was actually going to say, which is funny, but The Matrix. When you look at some of the fight scenes in The Matrix, they were done by the guys, what is it?
The Kung
Wu
Fu
King.
Factory thing?
Yeah,
Yep.
the Wu King guy. He did The Matrix. And if you watch the first one, when they walk into the lobby, that
Yeah,
fight scene,
that was awesome.
that was an amazing choreographed scene.
All of that. See, that's why I said, God, guys, this. Okay. We
I
might go ahead.
I got one more for you. I saw only parts of it, but I heard that Boondock Saints. I think that's what it
Boondock
is.
Saints.
Yeah.
I heard that one's action packed.
Joe, you got a lot of homework.
We'll give
Boondock
you a list.
Saints
Yeah,
is the look. There is a line in there that my wife and I say to each other. It's when the officer is in bed with his lover, and the guy looks at him and he goes, "I thought we would cuddle." And he's like, "Cuddle?" And he says this line. So every time that I say, "You want to cuddle," she says that line to me. So go watch Boondock Saints to find out what that line is. That both of them, one and two. Oh my God, dude! You talk about a great action movie. Town is a great action movie. The Accountant.
That's a good
Um,
one.
Yeah, that's a good
dude,
one.
I mean, so we're gonna
Equalizer.
be action packed for like at least the next couple of weeks. Now, I need to let everyone know that for those of you who have stuck with us this far, next weekend will be a con weekend. Mark and Vonda will be out doing their stuff, so we will be constantly uploading their content throughout all the pages, and of course, right here, so you guys can get what it's going to be like to be at GalaxyCon Raleigh this weekend. So there will be Vonda. We're not doing any shows Wednesday or Thursday, right?
Thursday, no, but weekend we was going to do track Wednesday instead of
You
Thursday.
still want to do Trek on Wednesday?
Yeah, I can do track Wednesday. I just have to
All
watch
right.
the 2 episodes. But yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So we will have one show that will be our Star Trek show, Star Trek Victory, um, on Wednesday night instead of Thursday night because they will be in Raleigh and all the content will be uploaded and put out here on our page, on Jedi Joe's page, on the Geek Fandom page. Hopefully on Rob's page as well, because it is GalaxyCon. It is one of the biggest cons. Jedi Joe was kind enough to invite me to one, and it was one of the biggest cons I have ever been to, and it's certainly one of the biggest ones I have ever worked at. GalaxyCon is a huge convention, and it blew my mind. I don't even have it up here anymore. I used to have Miss Terry Farrell right here. Don't know what I did with her, but I got my autographs. Um, I'm a huge uh, Terry Farrell Star Trek fan, so guys, stay tuned for all that content this Wednesday. Star Trek Victory. We will be doing 2 episodes from TNG. Jedi Joe, you'll be joining us, I imagine.
And also,
Good.
Virginia Nerd Alliance and Virginia Imperial Renegades will be at Fantasy
Oh
at
yeah.
here locally. At
Okay,
locally.
so now you have double the content. Whatever Jedi Joe posts over there, I will be taking and posting over here and over there and everywhere else. So you got two sources for two conventions, one in Raleigh, North Carolina, and one out here in Chesapeake, Virginia. Central Library in Chesapeake. If you have time, please go out and see Jedi Joe and Virginia uh, Renegades. They will be there, and our very own Miss Liz will be out there as well with her Star Trek group as she joined our Star Trek group. Simon, may God have mercy on your soul because she is now your responsibility. But guys, stay tuned for all the great content. Again, this Saturday, uh, Virginia Nerd Alliance, Virginia Renegade will be at the Chesapeake Central Library. They will be there from open to close. Jedi Joe normally puts on a great show when he's there, and even if he's not putting on a show, go stop by, see him at the table, say hi. He will introduce you to lightsabers, Star Wars, and everything else that we're all doing because that's who he is. Rob will be there in Imperial gear and at least 4 other cosplays. I can't tell you which ones, but he'll be there. And then, of course, our roaming reporters will be in Raleigh, North Carolina at GalaxyCon Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we will get them to do their own little show on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday when they get back rested from their trip and they can tell you all about it.
All
All
right.
right. So we will see you in 2 weeks for the Blurs. In 2 weeks, we'll be back. And this Wednesday, Star Trek United. Have a good one, y'all.